What's up, YouTube? It's Trilamanila, and we made it to the double digits on the road to code. We're on day 10, and today's assignment was, well, the final assignment of the responsive web design was to build a portfolio, which I didn't like my portfolio too much. I mean, I didn't really go crazy with it. I didn't really style it up too much, but to be honest, I'm not really trying to do that right now because I don't really have any good projects to showcase. It'd just be a bunch of just like low quality over quality. And well, honestly, I'm just not trying to get into the styling too much because what I want to do is be a blockchain developer, and that's more back end stuff, even though the cryptocurrency space really needs some UX, UI, um, developers, that's for sure. However, I'm more so trying to be on the back end. So yeah, it's gonna be more so GitHubs and codes that I want to showcase. But in making the portfolio, I was more so researching on how to build the portfolios, and the main takeaways is to keep the portfolio thin, make sure that employers just can find everything that they need to find quickly and efficiently, and don't worry too much about styling it too much. I've seen a lot of simplistic portfolios, but they're effective, and that was my main takeaway from that, and also quality over quantity. And also just showcase things that you like to do instead of just putting a bunch of like projects that you did that were alright, but at the same time they might hire you and you don't even like doing that type of programming, like JavaScript, and you didn't want to do a JavaScript job and you wanted to be using some other language. So that was another takeaway as well. And to be honest, I'm kind of at like a crossroads with my journey because since I want to be a blockchain developer, the main languages seem to be C++, Java, like the old school Java, and like Ruby and Python. A lot of like corporate developer jobs, it's like React, Mongo, and like just different languages compared to the blockchain. Well, except for Python. Python's like you can pretty much do like everything on there. But yeah, besides that, that's mainly what I want to learn. Free Code Academy doesn't offer a lot of those things, so I'm looking kind of alternatives. Like, I haven't really looked into it too much, but I know Udemy has it. Maybe was it Skilltree? I think it is. They most likely will have just specified courses for those languages like Ruby, Python. So yeah, that's something that I'm also thinking about as well. Or do I just continue on this road to free code camp and just crush it, go through the JavaScript portion? Well, I'm gonna still go through the JavaScript portion regardless because that's pretty much foundation. But the other parts are not so much as foundation, I don't think, like Mongo, React. What else is in there? There's something else in there, but that's more so like corporate developer jobs that I'm not as much interested in. But I mean, then again, it would come in handy, I'm sure, because again, we do need more UI, UX, styling in blockchain. So it would still be, I mean, knowledge is always good, so it's not like I'm hating on that, but it's just more so the time constraint. Like, I want to be able to do this quickly, kinda. Not too quickly where I don't know what I'm doing, but like, that's what I want to do. So, and that's what I know what I want to do. So yeah, that's little cross paths that I have with me now. But I mean, knowledge isn't a bad thing, so I don't mind learning the other languages, but I want to be able to dive into and just stick with the languages that I actually need to know for blockchain. Oh, and Solidity as well, but I'm kind of iffy about that because if I'm working in the blockchain space, I'm not trying to be working for a scam ICO, that's for sure. And so yeah, not trying to be working for a scam ICO. That's which hopefully we won't see too much of anymore in 2019, and we move over to the STOs where it's more legit with institutional investors, etc. But yeah, not trying to work for a scam ICO and then they go bankrupt on their funds. And yeah, I'm just not trying to be contributing in that way. So yeah, that's just my thoughts. My portfolio, it wasn't that sexual. It didn't look too good, honestly. But I didn't want to go too overboard with it anyways because my portfolio wasn't ready. I mainly just want to have GitHubs in there of just some coding. So yeah, that isn't ready yet. But I got the basics down of like, okay, this is how you do it, this is how you lay it out, etc. But yeah, I didn't get too crazy with it. I am glad that I got the knowledge to be able to make a portfolio though, so that's definitely going to be useful in the upcoming months. But yeah, that's just my rant. I kind of repeated myself a lot. But yeah, but also my blog post, I also mentioned that the fastest growing jobs is a blockchain developer, and so that's why I'm more so like I'm explaining and talking about being a blockchain developer more today because it's really like been on my mind. And yeah, it's definitely a good job to have, and they're way more high paying than a normal corporate developer job as well. Like starting off, it's still a new space, no experts in the space really, and if you get in now, it's still so early to be a blockchain developer that you'd be an expert when this thing becomes mainstream, and your demand that you can negotiate be so much higher. So yeah, that's just something to think about for anybody out there that's watching this and is also looking into coding. Just look into the blockchain development, man. Just seriously.